Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, a voluntary recall of some of the season's favorite fruits. We'll tell you why.
Plus, we'll tell you why traveling through LAX just got a little more expensive.
Then find out how families are benefiting from this new enrollment center at Torrance Unified.
And parents are invited to a star-studded event promoting education, counseling, and support for at-risk youth. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. It's hailed the Century Crunch, a potential traffic nightmare rivaling the likes of Carmageddon and Jamzilla. Beginning Friday, July 25th through the morning of July 28th, Century Boulevard, the busiest route into and out of Los Angeles International Airport, will be shut down. Crews will demolish the bridge there to make way for a future light rail stop. This is part of the Metro Crenshaw and LAX light rail plan, an 8.5-mile route that will connect the Green and Expo lines. The station will be built at Century and Aviation, which is expected to begin running in 2019. On a normal day, an estimated 93,000 vehicles travel through the intersection at Century and Aviation, and with one-third of the traffic rerouted, officials suggest avoiding the area altogether, and if you can't avoid it, then allow for extra travel time or use public transportation. Metro bus lines and municipal lines in Torrance, Santa Monica, Culver City, and Beach Cities also provide service to the Bus Transit Center on 96th Street, just east of Sepulveda Boulevard. Coincidentally, the weekend selected for the shutdown is expected to be one of the busiest summer travel dates.
Well, passengers traveling through Los Angeles International Airport and airports across the U.S. will now have to pay a little bit more. While the hike may not seem significantly high, travelers buying nonstop flights or long layovers will likely see the biggest change. The new fee starts at $5.60 for all flights with any connection longer than 4 hours that count as a separate flight. Although Congress approved the fee hike back in December to reduce the deficit and raise $12.6 billion, TSA is feeling the heat from travelers. They estimate the hike to generate nearly $17 billion more than current collections.
In just a few months, voters will be asked to help pass a new bond measure promising new amenities for Torrance students. 6 years after approving a $355 million construction bond, voters will be asked to pass two more bonds totaling close to $200 million. The new initiative would allow the district to build a Torrance Aquatic Center to be shared by the 4 high schools plus theater auditoriums at each high school, gymnasiums at 7 middle schools, and science labs at every elementary school, as well as enhancing school safety, security, and technology. The Torrance School Board decided unanimously to place the measure on the November ballot. Officials stressed this initiative would not create new taxes as it calls for extending Measure R, a school construction bond approved by Torrance voters in 1998, a tax that expires after next school year.
Well, some of this season's favorite fruits were recalled this week. Wawona Packing Company, based in Central California, issued a voluntary nationwide recall of select peaches, plums, nectarines, and pluots over concerns of possible listeria contamination. While no illnesses have been reported, they are taking precautionary measures by recalling fruit packed and shipped from June 1st through July 12th. Retailers that receive the fruit include Costco and Trader Joe's. Both companies are offering refunds to their customers. Officials at the packing company say they shut down the lines, retrofitted some of the equipment, and sanitized the facility located in Tulare County. Consumers are advised to throw away the contaminated produce. Listeria bacteria can cause dangerous flu-like symptoms. For questions or concerns, call this toll-free number, 888-232-9912.
Movies on demand have a whole new meaning when Netflix is thrown into the mix. The popular internet video streaming and DVD by mail rental service showed second quarter earnings more than doubled thanks to exclusive hit programs like Orange is the New Black and House of Cards. The gains include an additional 570,000 U.S. subscribers, surpassing the 50 million worldwide users for the first time. Despite Netflix canceling its weekend deliveries to reduce cost, the change has gone unrecognized by most, as many are content with its popular streaming service. Netflix also announced plans to expand the sale of their online gift cards. Shoppers will soon find them beginning this fall in brick and mortar stores in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and Germany.
Signing into your Facebook account may track more than just your likes or posts. Beginning this fall, Nielsen will team up with the social media giant to track shows watched on your mobile devices, gathering data on age and gender along with which programs are viewed. Historically, Nielsen tracked data by installing meters on TV sets in homes of about 25,000 households that agreed to participate. Now, users will have the chance to opt out of device tracking when they download mobile TV apps.
Something else you'll find on Facebook is information about the upcoming Herbalife Triathlon event taking place here in Torrance. And good news for Torrance residents. Locals can take advantage of discounts, including 10% off registration fees, as well as VIP parking passes. The course, designed like a small footprint, will start and finish at Torrance Beach with the bike and run segments on city and residential streets, beachfront paths, and events taking place at Miramar Park. The course is similar to what is being used in the International Triathlon Union World Cup races, with competition distances to include Olympic, sprint, super sprint, relays, 2 youth courses, and 5K running race. For the first year of the new course, the race will be limited to 1,500 participants. The event takes place on Sunday, September 21st. To sign up, go to latriathlon.com.
Members of the Torrance City Council gathered this week for their weekly meeting, and this week's agenda included the adoption of a resolution acknowledging former Mayor Frank Scotto and former council members Tom Brewer and Bill Sutherland for their many years of service to the Torrance community. The Rotary Club of Del Amo also recognized their recent youth exchange participants, and a decision to fill the vacant council seat is anticipated by August 12th, the week of the deadline. Council will be dark on July 28th and resume back in chambers on August 5th. You can catch replays of the meeting all week long on our channel or online. Well, still ahead, one of the most talked about celebrations to take place right here in Torrance. We've got the details.
Plus, an inspiring event bringing young women together. We'll tell you more right after the break.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
You'd do anything to take care of that spot on your lawn. So why not take care of that spot on your skin? If you're a man over 50, you're in the group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the cancer that kills 1 person every hour. Check your skin for suspicious or changing spots. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out what to look for. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back, everybody. Plans are in the works for a big celebration honoring one of Torrance's hometown heroes. And appropriately so, the event is taking place at Zamperini Stadium. Crystal Garcia went out in the field to get all the details.
The spirit of Louis Zamperini is felt every day at Zamperini Stadium. Athletes and coaches like Kyle Irvine hope to embody Zamperini's spirit and endurance when they step on the field, considering it one of the greatest ways to honor the local legend.
The team model for our program are the 3 Ds: desire, discipline, and dedication. And with those 3 Ds in mind, you're honoring Mr. Zamperini because he encompassed all of that.
Before becoming an Olympian, a prisoner of war hero, and inspirational speaker, Zamperini was just an Italian kid from Torrance who stumbled into running for Torrance High's track team.
It was right here in Torrance where the change in his life was made, from being a juvenile delinquent to a track star who got to go to the Olympics in 1936.
Almost 30 years after Zamperini discovered his love and record-breaking talent on the track of Torrance High's original stadium, Torrance Unified School District built a brand new stadium when it acquired land from the U.S. Navy. The stadium, built in 1962, was renamed in the 80s to commemorate Zamperini. It is home to 2 track events held in honor of him. Soon, the memorial celebration will join the list of events held to honor the hometown hero.
Louis put Torrance on the map, so this is going to focus on the Torrance aspect of Louis's life. We'll have flyovers from the Torrance Airfare Association, the pilots, who were all Louis's friends. It's going to be awesome. We'll have singing. We're going to have stories from high school friends.
The event to celebrate Zamperini's 97 tremendous years of life will be held at a place he held near to his heart.
This is his field of battle, sport-wise. This isn't exactly the stadium he competed in, but the arena, the forum, is all about track and field. There isn't a better place to have an event honoring this man.
He'll be here. His ears will be open, his eyes will be on the field, and he's going to take in every moment. He really appreciates how Torrance has always come out for him. When he came back from the Olympics, they had a parade when everybody in the city attended. So this will be a little different, but the citizens of Torrance and the community will gather once again in his name.
Thanks, Crystal. The event takes place on Thursday, July 31st at 6 p.m. Zamperini Stadium is located at 2125 Lincoln Avenue. Organizers say they are expecting a large crowd, so to arrive early.
This year marks the 10th annual Rock Around the Block celebration put on by the Torrance Historical Society, and as anticipated, the event was a huge success. The 1950s-style family summer event brought out hundreds to downtown's Post Avenue, where the streets were blocked off, and families came out in droves to celebrate the All-America City Award given to Torrance back in 1956. The annual event included a classic car show, hula hoop, pie eating, and bubblegum blowing contests, face painting, cakewalk, and live performances by the Torrance Torrals, an a cappella group who sang a variety of 50s and 60s hit songs. The South Bay Strummers, a group of local ukulele players, also entertained the crowds, while many enjoyed the In-N-Out Burger Wagon. You can watch the full coverage of the event on the upcoming episode of Spotlight Torrance right here on Torrance City Cable.
The Esther Project Outreach Services held its first conference to help young teens that are at risk through counseling, support, and education. Reporter Amy Polpe-Boone reports.
We're here at the Women's Youth Symposium at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. It's a free event where women are breaking down barriers and overcoming their struggles of low self-esteem. Hundreds of young women, panelists, and celebrities gathered at the George Nakano Theater with the goal to offer support and to inspire at-risk youth to better their lives. Topics discussed ranged from bullying to dating violence.
Just let her get an idea of different children speaking on their lives and what they've been through so she won't have to go through it.
This event offered training, education, and mentoring services in the hopes that they'll make better decisions for their independent journeys ahead. The founder of the Esther Project Outreach Services, who is heading this event, talked about her experience and what inspired her to help.
Working with youth in juvenile hall and watching kids as young as 13 and 14 get sentenced to life in prison, it affects you.
Guest celebrities at the event also talked about how adversity affected their lives and how becoming a great role model prevented them from being a statistic.
I was really just one of those people that was not supposed to succeed in any aspect. So that's why I was considered at-risk youth until one of my teachers she literally jacked me up and said, "You're going to go to this performing arts school because I see more and I see greater for you." And once I auditioned, it literally changed my life.
Fighting challenges early in their lives helped them become a stronger adult. Actress Megan Good, who was one of several panelists, spoke about her experience.
I definitely wasn't going to be the head of the cheerleading squad. I wasn't going to prom. I wasn't a very good dancer, and I wasn't super athletic. And so my mom put me in acting as a way for me to have an outlet, something that I could do, that I could enjoy, that I could feel confident about, and I could, have ownership over.
Several different nonprofits were at the event and provided resources such as the Youth Yellow Pages and the Greater Good, which was founded by Megan Good. These organizations want the young teens to find a sense of community and a place to call their home.
I don't feel as a mentor that there's a time limit. As long as they need me, I'm there.
Reporting for CitiCABLE, I'm Amy Polpe-Boone.
Thanks, Amy. Participants receive not only scholarships but also door prizes, free food, and school supplies. For more information about this event, go to estherprojectservices.org. The Torrance Unified School District is excited to kick off the opening of a new center geared towards helping families make fall enrollment an easy process. Amy Polpe-Boone tells us more.
It's a one-stop shop for Torrance families like Alma Escalante and her 3 children.
It's going to be challenging trying to, get all 3 kids going from one school to the other. So I really do like the concept of being able to do everything at the same place.
The Torrance Unified School District held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to launch the opening of its new Family Welcome Enrollment Center. It's located at the administration building and promises to help make the fall student enrollment process a much easier one, especially for families with multiple children.
If you had an elementary or middle school student, those offices are usually closed during the summer, and so we can take enrollment 12 months a year.
This new operation hopes to make the process more efficient by having all K-12 enrollment take place here.
This gives the parents and the child an opportunity when they come to the district to actually get the background information in a child-friendly situation. So I see that as a big improvement.
There will be 5 members on staff available to assist the registrants, along with the new kids area and a flat-screen television located in the lobby. All new enrollments will now take place at the Family Enrollment Welcome Center, which includes resources such as childcare and sports activities.
They really thought of everything when they created this, because there's the little children's area where the kids can be entertained while the parent is busily filling out the application. There's the TV's rolling with information about Torrance.
The district hopes that with this new added service, enrolling their children will be a much more enjoyable experience.
So it's about expanding the village, it's about connecting with the community, it's about connecting with resources, and it's about doing everything we can in our power to help ensure that when children enroll in Torrance Unified School District, that they're going to be served.
Reporting for CitiCABLE, I'm Amy Polby-Boone.
Thanks, Amy. The center opens to the public on August 4th. For more information, call 310-972-6280 or go online to TUSD.org.
This summer, a select group of Torrance teens are getting a rare opportunity to not only earn some extra cash, but get a sneak peek into the working world, all thanks to the Youth Development Program. Crystal Garcia tells us more.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for Torrance high schoolers, getting a glimpse of what life is like after high school.
The ExxonMobil Torrance Refinery is thrilled to be able to continue to offer this program to the Torrance community. We have been running the program for 21 years, and it's truly a partnership between the city, the Torrance Unified School District, and ExxonMobil.
The Youth Development Program emphasizes the importance of science, technology, engineering, and math. The 25 students in the program learn how to put together a good resume, cover letter, and interview topics. Then they're placed in different city departments to work with professionals in the STEM fields.
It's not just providing a job for students, it's also providing an educational component. The students get to learn firsthand about the city services that they perform for the community, as well as the school district's service to the community.
YDP organizers escorted city leaders from one place to the other, meeting student workers at each stop, from the city library to the police department, school district headquarters, and even Madrona Marsh. With funding from the ExxonMobil Foundation, the Youth Development Program has been providing summer jobs for local teens since 1990. For 6 weeks, students like Swetha Akella are given the rare opportunity to learn hands-on what it takes to make it in the real world.
It's my first job experience, so I think it's really cool to see how everyone works and how the real work field is like.
Responsibilities include clerical duties, helping with city engineering projects, making water filtration systems, and even creating informational videos.
You find it amazing that you could actually find work doing something that you really enjoy?
Yeah, I do. I've been part of this program for a few years now, and the kids are fantastic. We find that everybody wants a piece of them, and they're always coming to grab them and take them from us, but we've got jobs for them to do, and there's plenty of work to go around, and it helps the whole district.
Aside from earning an hourly wage, students get 10 credits toward graduation and learn the priceless value of work experience. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Crystal Garcia.
Thanks, Crystal. At the end of the summer, students and their ExxonMobil employee mentors will unveil the engineering project they worked on together. If you know of anyone that may be interested in joining next summer's youth program, students can apply for the program around February, so be sure to talk to your school counselor.
Still ahead, we've got an in-studio guest here to talk about an upcoming event geared towards creating safer communities.
He's the face of our future, tutoring and mentoring tomorrow's leaders. She's the face of hope, helping communities recover from devastating disasters. He's the face of independence, making sure that those who need assistance can remain in their own homes. These are the faces of experience, making a difference for generations. This is Senior Corps. Visit nationalservice.gov. This message brought to you by the Corporation for National and Community Service.
You always made sure I brushed my teeth.
You told me that smart was cool.
You always told me to dream big.
To all of those parents who took the time to make raising their children their most important job, we'd like to say,
thank you.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a special in-studio guest here to talk about a nationwide event that our local Torrance community is taking part in. The event is called National Night Out, a campaign to stop crime in neighborhoods, not just in Torrance, but all across America. And here to tell us more is Sergeant Chris Rusin of the Torrance Police Department. It's always good seeing you. Tell us about this event, Sergeant.
Well, it's occurring August 5th, Tuesday, August 5th. And what this event is, an opportunity for law enforcement to get together with the community and basically say thank you.
And why is this a big deal?
Well, a big deal for the city of Torrance is this, that we like to stay connected to our community and we like to give them any kind of information that we think that may help them in the future.
There's also another campaign that the Torrance Police Department introduced to the community called See Something, Say Something. Tell us about this program.
Well, we introduced the program last year, and what that was to just educate the public about Assembly Bill AB 109 and also talk about maybe some crime increases that would be affected.
A lot of folks have been released, and we've seen that having an effect on our community.
Oh, yes, we did. We saw an increase in crime. We felt that we needed to educate the public on what to do. A part of that was getting a hold of Neighborhood Watch or increasing our Neighborhood Watch, and we have.
The police department created an awareness video about See Something, Say Something, and we have the clip. Let's take a quick look.
Last year we told you about AB 109 and the impact it's having in our city and our concerns about increased crime in the community.
We introduced you to our See Something, Say Something campaign. We asked you to get involved and you responded.
We wanted to give you an update on what we, together, have accomplished this past year and what we hope to accomplish as we move forward.
We've worked hard to identify and develop new ways to face the challenges of AB 109.
Our partnership with our community through our Neighborhood Watch and Business Watch programs have grown and continues to grow.
We've not only built.
Now, this looks like a great piece the police department put together to introduce the community. So some of the people working behind the scenes, on the phones, on the street, have you seen a decrease in crime because of this campaign?
We absolutely did. Last year we asked the community to get involved. They have, and they've responded, and overall, yes, crime has decreased.
And why is that so? Because people are calling, and they're when they see something, they're actually calling.
Yeah, people are calling. Our volume for calls for service have increased, and in return, we're actually catching more criminals. So yes, it's been great.
Sergeant Rusin, this sounds like a great event. Now, if viewers are watching and they want to find out if their neighborhood is participating or they want to organize one of their neighborhoods, what steps should they take?
We would like you to call the Torrance Police Department, specifically the Community Affairs Division. Contact Service Officer Christina Zipkowski and Officer Kelly McCarthy.
And again, for those watching who want to get more information, you can call this number, 310-618-6392. That number again, 310-618-6392. National Night Out. It's happening on Tuesday, August 5th. Sergeant Chris Rusin from the Torrance Police Department, thank you very much for joining us. We hope it's a tremendous success.
It will be, and thank you for having me.
Okay, always good seeing you. Still ahead, South Bay's favorite restaurants participate in this year's Evening Under the Stars fundraiser. We've got all the details coming up in just 30 seconds. Don't go away.
Need to dispose of used motor oil and filters? With nearly 30 locations in Torrance, it's easy to dispose of them safely and legally. Finding the location nearest to you is as easy as turning on your computer. Just log on to recycletorrance.org. When it's time to dispose of expired prescription medicines, don't put them down the sink or toilet, in the trash, or in a storm drain. Take them to a household hazardous waste collection site or a LA County Sheriff's Station. Find them at recycledtorrance.org.
Welcome back, everybody. For the second year in a row, UCLA Young Scholars in the Torrance Unified School District will host a week-long summer program emphasizing science, technology, engineering, and math for South Bay students. The Young Scholars STEM program will take place at Fern Elementary from August 11th to the 15th. This is geared for students grades 1st through 6th. For those interested, a parent information night will be held at Fern Elementary on July 30th at 6 p.m. Registration is just under $200 per student. This program is only for 1 week from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. For more information, call the Young Scholars STEM Coordinator at 310-825-5599.
Also, on Wednesday, July 30th, the community is invited to attend a public meeting to be held for anyone interested in voicing concerns about Car2Go, the new point-to-point car rental business in Torrance. The public meeting will be held in the West Annex Commission Room at City Hall, beginning at 7 p.m. City staff and Car2Go representatives will be on hand to answer questions. For more information, you can contact the city's Economic Development Manager, Fran Fulton, at 310-618-5880.
And on Saturday, August 2nd, be sure to mark your calendar for the 28th Annual Honda Evening Under the Stars, Gourmet Food and Wine Festival hosted by American Honda. On its Torrance campus, the event celebrates the best in South Bay cuisine while raising funds for Torrance Memorial Medical Center. The Hawaiian-themed event will take place on Saturday, August 2nd from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Tickets are $150 per person, $250 per pair, or $4,000 for table sponsors. For more information, call 310-517-4703. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.